To break the glass ceiling, you need to be visible by promoting yourself. You can raise your professional image by seeing your capability to be a marketing expert and stimulate skills and accomplishments. Make yourself seen at committees, showcases, and maybe writing an article. Enhance your image by building efforts to keep your organization impacted. Be open to development opportunities that may be unrelated to your current job but will give you wider knowledge and insights. You can read books, blogs, newspapers to stay current on what's happening not only in your industry but in the business community at large. When leadership opportunities arise, then you'll already have an informed, strategic view of what needs to be happening, and promoting yourself will take risks and failures that you will have to overcome. Being aware of these obstacles can make you approachable and make connections to your managers and coworkers to get on some common ground. You need to enhance your achievements and connections to those in power. The job of a manager is about determining what work needs to be done and then leading the team to make work happen. Develop great relationships with individuals outside your department and company. Stepping outside the zone brings the risk of failure, but it is a new experiences that provide most opportunity for personal and professional growth. And those looking to reach the next level must push themselves to risk and be uncomfortable on a regular basis. To make risk-taking easier, you have to adjust your attitude towards failure. Failure happens all the time and it should not scare you. It teaches you what doesn't work so that you can be more successful on the next try. You can gain a certain amount of knowledge from books, but nothing replaces job experience for getting you ready for the next career stage. And yet, too many people have a tendency to avoid wonderful opportunities out of fear of failure that is unfounded. Addressing these issues will help you pick your battles. To pick your battles, we have Raynetta.
Hello, I'm Raynetta Godfrey, and I'm going to talk about learning to pick your battles. You have to learn to pick your battles. You have to learn to pick the correct battles. Addressing every issue that comes your way make you seem like a troublemaker at work at times. Sometimes people feel you aren't easy to work with and that you nitpick at things rather than finding a good cause. A lot of times, the person who picks the battles the most is the person who causes the most problems. Their heart is in the right place, but sometimes everyone doesn't understand the place that they're coming from, and they seem like the troublemaker. In learning to pick your battles, you end up fighting battles and not advancing your career. You want to know exactly what's at stake when you do, and what you could possibly lose. You want to make sure you have the correct facts to back up your claim, because if you come across with the wrong claims, you can lose your credibility. A lot of times you want to know exactly what you're fighting for. Just because you do not like it or you feel that it's an issue doesn't mean everyone else in the company feels it's an issue. So you want to make sure that when you do have a battle and you do decide that you want to fight, that you have people who support you and you have enough backing and information to make sure that it's credible and that it's just not frivolous. So learn how to, like when you're working as for a female, for me, when they use the term guys, I don't take that personally. So if I was the female to take it personally, then I would seem like the troublemaker. So picking your battles help others. That also helps others see you as executive material. So next up to talk about executive material is Crystal again.
You must identify key issues in difficult situations. At the executive level requires specialization and focus. Doing well at the executive level requires a global understanding of the business environment and the tasks at hand. This will get the respect of the expertise and perspectives of others. Getting the plan moving will show direction to others and make things happen that people will notice. Along with getting the plan moving, you will need to know what is happening, explain the reasoning, and act quickly. To show you have what To show you have what it takes to be in charge, you have to be willing to take charge. Demonstrating these traits will help you relate to your mentor, which Renata will go.
Mentors and sponsors. When you get into the workforce, you want to start networking. And when you're networking, you create a team of people who help you get your goal. They're a team of people who have your best interest at heart, and they also understand what your goal is. No matter who's on your team, you have to remember to have mentors and sponsors. You want to build a relationship with people not only in your organization, but outside of your organization, because you never know who can become that mentor and who can become that sponsor. Mentors are people in your area who have knowledge that you might not have. So like if you're trying to become a manager and you have like a difficult employee or a difficult worker, they might be able to help you get further. They understand the steps that it takes to get to where they are, and they can help you get there sometimes a little smoother. They also help you learn how to get connected to the information and people who can also help you. So if you're trying to become a manager and they have a coworker or a friend or someone that they know that's in somewhere else in another business and who has another spot open or something like that, they can help you get there. But you also have to remember that sponsors and mentors are not the same. They have some same qualities, like as far as being helpful in your career, but a sponsor has someone in a senior level position who helps make decisions and are willing to advocate for you. So sometimes that sponsors someone who is on the hiring board or on the hiring committee or on the board of anything, and they can help fight for you and pull for you and say that they know that you are a good worker, or they know what type of work you do, or they know your potential. So next up, we're going to have Ray talk about seeking out opportunities for training and education.
You never want to stop learning or improving your craft. You want to work to be an expert at your career field. So let's say I'm an accountant and I still go out and I learn other training like business management, economics, finance. When it's time for a promotion, I don't limit myself to just being promoted in the accountant. Hey, I can go be promoting in the finance department and the manager department. So you can go out, seek for further education, take extra classes, attend more seminars, read more books so that you're more well-rounded. And like I said, when you're more well-rounded, you're able to open up more career doors for yourself. And if you stop not reading, or you think that you made it, or you're smart enough, those are the same times where you're going to close those same career doors that you just opened. And next up, we have myself and conduct in-depth investigations for potential employers. So you would like to do some research before you even decide, do you even want to apply for this job or not. First, you will want to research the company and see who holds those higher level positions. So for example, I'm African American, and Coca-Cola have a lot of white males in the higher level positions. I will know that if I would want to advance in the company and keep getting promoted, that's probably not going to happen because they don't have higher African American people up there already. And also, you would like to research and see how do the organization promote their workers or hire their higher level workers. Do they promote internally or do they hire outside the organization? And this is going to become big. For example, let's say Coca-Cola again, they don't hire within the company, they hire outside the company. So I'm a 23-year-old guy that wants to move up in Coca-Cola quick. I know that that's not going to happen because when they hire those top level positions, they're going outside of the company. So that lets you know that if you want to move up, hey, don't waste your time sending this application in. And another great thing that you will want to do is talk to some minorities at the company and see how they like it, how they are treated. For example, if they're Jewish, do they get Jewish holidays off? These are great things that you will want to figure out and get some research on before you send in the application. And next is Renata with Be Willing to Rock the Boat. Thank you.
Another thing that you have to do when you're trying to break the glass ceiling is be willing to rock the boat. It was said earlier to make sure that they know that you're there. You want to make sure that they know that you're there and that you are there for the good of the company. Sometimes you have to know exactly where a company stands at times. Sometimes that does mean rocking the boat. And rocking the boat just means speaking up for what you feel is wrong. Understanding that it doesn't have to be this way. Because you get to a company and sometimes they're the workers who are there and they've been there for years and they say things like, oh, this is the way we've always done it. And sometimes you can help them, you can find a new way or a better way. So you want to be able to sit there and say, well, how about we try this? And you are rocking the boat because you have those people who do not like change. But sometimes you have to be that one and be the advocate for change. Sometimes when you withhold your opinion and tiptoe around very sensitive issues, you don't do any justice to the company. And you don't help if it's something that really eats away at you and you never speak up about it. You become resentful and you get to the point where you don't like going to work. So you learn how to speak up for yourself. And that's in one way you break the glass ceiling because people know that you speak up for yourself and that you care and that you bring something to the company. So don't let your fear of rocking the boat keep you from challenging what the masses thinks. And like I said, many corporate boats are in desperate need of rocking, especially if they've been the same way for years. And like I said before, if you get those people who say, well, we've been doing it this way, they sometimes need to be rocked. So in conclusion, there are several strategies that can help you improve your professional images. These approaches will let others see that you have what it takes to be promoted. The glass ceiling effect can have boundaries, but sometimes you have to overcome them. You have to do this by willing to make connections, do the research, and willing to take those risks. Thank you.